Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Club Bed. In a moment, I'm going to start our music. It is a 432 hertz meditation. It's called Overnight Life Transformation. It's a forced subliminal. It's a little more powerful than the other background tracks that we've been using. Whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt, the universe is unfolding as it should. Things have a habit of working out in life the way that they are supposed to, if you are able to relax and trust in the workings of the universe. Be patient with yourself. Trust the universe. Know that you can achieve whatever you set out to do. Some incredible bit of magic got into my corner of the universe, and I have to trust in the universe that it's happening for a reason. I am totally safe in the universe. I am at peace everywhere. I trust life. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. It is difficult sometimes in this world to keep your thoughts positive. The best thing you can do is take care of yourself and try the best that you can to think positive thoughts. Now, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't speak up when you feel that it's right. And it's always good to do some humanitarian work or some animal rights work, as long as your intentions are good. Only good things can come your way. It's very important to forgive yourself for any thoughts or actions in the past. If you have a problem forgiving yourself or liking yourself, I understand that, because I have that problem too. But here's a little trick that I use that you might like and you might find useful. Simply then pretend that you're someone else, someone that you do love. Or think of yourself as God. Would you hate God? So if you cannot forgive yourself, remember that you are a part of God. And this is why it's very important to forgive yourself. All right? Now, when it comes to forgiving others, that can be difficult as well. But this is where you have to not focus on the past. Forward motion, okay? Excellent. We're going to start with the root chakra tonight. I'm sorry about the sound of my chair. My chair is a little unstable. So now, let's actually, since we're talking about the root chakra, I think we better talk about stability. So that when you're sitting on an unstable chair, you still feel stable. I'm going to bring you to the most stable place I could imagine on the physical earth. How about a bomb shelter? And I'm not kidding. How about if we went for a walk on a trail that sort of followed the coastline of an ocean, and then we saw there's sort of a cliff that we have to look up at, not down at, because we're down by the ocean. So we're looking at this mountain that goes upward, and then we see this concrete little opening. And we notice that on the side of a hill, somebody has built this concrete, solid bomb shelter. It's actually underground. So we climb up a little bit and we walk inside it. And sure enough, it is solid on the bottom, on the top, on the sides. It's concrete everywhere. It's an actual bomb shelter from World War II. And then we realize, we could be in that bomb shelter and there could be the most incredible storm and we wouldn't feel not one little bit of wind. Just imagine that you're in a very stable, solid bomb shelter. Just imagine that at all times you are protected. You're protected by spirit. You have your own little invisible bomb shelter around you. You are grounded. You are safe. You're safe right now. And you're doing the best thing you could do for yourself, which is to relax and to meditate. And you have no idea how much the cells in your body and the organs in your body appreciate it when you're sending love and health to the rest of your body and rest. Send some love right now to the cells in your body just by mentally acknowledging the intelligence behind your cells and how heart cells and liver cells and cells of the respiratory system and the skeletal system and the endocrine system and the intestinal system, the digestive system, the startle reflex, the amygdala, all portions of your body communicate with each other. And they're all geared towards preserving self-preservation, keeping your body protected from the inside. So let's just give a little nod and thank you, thank you, thank you to my system, thank you to my cells, thank you to my liver cells for breaking down poisons, thank you to my kidneys, thank you to everything that works. And for parts of our body that aren't working, let's just send love to that body. And if there are any cancer cells in our body right now, you know what we do? We just tell them they're not alone and that they can cooperate with the other cells. And if not, they won't have to, they'll be dismissed in a loving way. Right? Now, before we leave your root chakra, I'm going to get you to imagine near the base of your spine a beautiful ruby red color. And just tonight I want you to focus on the uniform speed. It doesn't matter what speed you have your fan spinning at, your chakra fan. So just like the blades of a fan that you would turn on if it were hot in the summertime. It's like a fan inside your body, only it's ruby red. And it's down by the base of your spine, and it's spinning in a counter-clockwise direction, looking down or thinking down. It pulls in money, and pulls in security, and pulls in respect, so that people's respect for you will increase every day that passes, every hour. You are secure, and you are safe, and no one is going to cause you to topple over. Nobody. You're indestructible, and you have God's love, or Spirit's love, Allah's love, Buddha's love, Krishna's love, Tao's love, Hashem, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. And if you're agnostic or you're an atheist, then you just say to yourself, my personal power will protect me, okay? There are no extra pieces in the universe. Everyone is here because he or she has a place to fill. And every piece must fit itself into the big jigsaw puzzle. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. We inhabit a universe that is characterized by diversity, but we're all working together in a uniform way. Let's move up to your Sacral Chakra. So all of us as a group, we've been hiking through a winter forest, and it's the dead of winter, and we started our hike at about 2 in the afternoon, and it's now 4 o'clock. It's almost getting dark. I just saw 11:11, and we're freezing. Now, we originally meant to go ice fishing, but we discovered that one of the people with us is vegan and she doesn't want to hook any fish, so we agreed that instead of going ice fishing, we are going to stop and build a fire and boil some water and have some tea. We're freezing. We're all in our snowsuits and boots and mittens and hats and scarves, but we have matches, we have wood, we have bark, we have a little old-fashioned tin pot to boil water in. We have a couple of tea bags and some tinned milk and a little bit of sugar. So we're going to make a cup of tea, and somebody has brought some raisin biscuits. So I'm just looking for my matches. So we're going to light a fire because we're very cold. We've stopped and we've cleared out a place right around the ice, actually. Don't worry, we checked with an axe to make sure that the ice was thick enough and that we won't fall through. And somebody has begun to crisscross the wood already and put a little bit of bark underneath. And someone else has built a little sort of a wire tripod so that we can hang a can of water to boil the water. And now we're going to start the fire. So we're now lighting the wood, the bark, and the bark lights easily, and you can see a bunch of very large flames, and then the wood begins to catch on fire. And before we know it, we have a roaring fire. And sparks are flying off the fire. And while we're waiting for the water to boil, we lean in very close. And we've managed to get such a big fire going that we have to take off our parkas because we're actually a little bit hot. But we begin to stare into the fire. And we get mesmerized as we stare at that amber, orangey glow. And now I want you to picture that amber, orange color in the middle of your hip bones. Now start to imagine it as a fire fan and spin it a little bit faster than your root chakra in the same direction though. And now I want you just to smile while you're lying there. Something that you really love doing, you'll be able to do that as a job. 1444 I just saw. You'll be able to do that very, very soon. And you'll be able to make money doing it, make a living doing it. So work will be fun. It won't be work. It'll be fun. are part of this universe. We are in this universe. But perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us. I have kind of a funny story to tell you, and if you feel like falling asleep during the story, go ahead. I had a friend once, her name was Tanya. She's now passed away, God rest her soul. Sorry, guys. I don't want to stop the tape because let's do a breathing exercise. This was supposed to be a funny story. Okay, I want to empty our lungs. And breathe in. Hold for 5. Breathe out. Anyway. She was having problems with her boyfriend. Rob was his name, and I was trying to distract her in any way that I could because it had been going on for months, and it was clear that I was pretty sure that he was not going to take her back. But she had started doing some pretty crazy things, and I was really in a panic, trying to do everything I could to distract her. So I had bought her this tape from Deepak Chopra. And he was talking about, what reminded me of that was that quote that we just looked at. We are part of this universe. We are in this universe, but perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us anyway. So we were at her apartment one day. She had this brand new apartment, and it was in the summer. It was a very tall yellow house, and she was on the couch, and I was sort of draped over a chair, and we had the window open, and we had Deepak Chopra's tape playing, and I thought that it was working, that she was very interested in what Deepak was saying. And it got to the part where Deepak was saying, and he has a very thick Indian accent, he still does, because here is there, and there is here, and here is nowhere, specifically. And as I looked over at Tanya, and I thought, this is great, because this will really just, she's really concentrating on this. And the next thing I heard her say was, and what does this have to do with me and Rob? Anyway, so it didn't work. But anyway, but it was so out there, what he was saying, and I wish he had been trying to explain it a little bit better. But it's a very obtuse quote. I don't even understand it myself. But anyway, let's move on. How about this one? The more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think any of you have a taste for destruction. But anyway, how about this one? Just one smile immensely increases the beauty of the universe. And it really does. All right. Oh, this is a good one for you guys. Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. You know who said that? Stephen Hawking. This is a great one. The sky is not the limit. Beyond the universe is. Well, maybe there is no limit, though. That's the whole idea of, that was not Stephen Hawking who said that one. When you are in alignment with yourself, the universe conspired to make this world of bliss for you. That's nice. Let's move up to your solar plexus chakra, the beautiful miniature sun. Let's spin your solar plexus chakra in a counterclockwise direction. Where is it? It's right between your two rib cages, right around it's the bottom of the center of your rib cage, so the very top, believe it or not, of your stomach. So the bottom of your esophagus with the top of your stomach. And it's a very intense light. It's like a miniature sun. Shines out. It's the essence of you, of who you are. I want you to picture picking out a lemon in the grocery store. Sorry, that's my chair. Sorry. Now, let's think about unconditional love, because we're going to do the heart chakra next. I'm going to tell you the donkey story. So in my old job, there was a woman that I used to hire all the time to tape and transcribe things. And she ran her business out of her home. Well, she still does. And she also has horses and ponies and donkeys and a whole whack of other different types of animals. And her son, I mean, I've known her for almost 20 years now, so I knew him when he was little, and he's now a grown man, and he now goes around and does some of the taping and transcribing. Anyway, her name is Judy, my friend Judy. So she had a lot of horses and ponies, but she still does. But she had one donkey. The donkey lived until it was 30 years old, which is pretty old for a donkey. Anyway, she loved this donkey. And one day her son, Jordan, was telling me a really interesting story. It was in the middle of the night, and all that he could hear was the donkey going, "Hee-yaw, hee-yaw." It was a desperate hee-yawing. So they went out, and one of the horses was stuck. It had rained, and there was a bit of mud, and the horse was in a panic. But the horse wasn't making a loud enough noise, and the donkey was just about going insane. The donkey, the fact that the horse was stuck, it didn't affect the donkey at all, except that, the donkey, in its heart of hearts, didn't want the horse to be stuck. So the other thing that this donkey would do is, no matter what Judy tried to do, the donkey would not eat until all of the other animals had eaten first. And it wasn't that there wasn't enough room for him. He just, they tried every which way. They tried putting the food in different places. The donkey just waited for everyone else to eat, and he just thought of himself as lesser, Or It could be that he just had a lot of respect for the other horses. Anyway, there are so many other cool stories about the donkey, but that's love. That's unconditional love. That donkey had unconditional love. Anyway, so that's the kind of energy that you want to think about with your heart chakra. Love for animals really is, it's easy to love animals when you see how endearing they are and how much they love. Even the meanest guy in the world you can bring a tear to his eye with the love for an animal, you know. It's a great way to access the heart chakra. Okay, so let's think about our heart chakra. I want you to think about a nice lime green color tonight, a shimmery lime color, okay? And nobody's heart chakra has to be exactly the same color, but generally it's sort of an emerald shimmery green. All right. So let's let it shimmer and let's spin it in a counterclockwise direction. It surrounds your whole chest area and it's like a nice big round cookie sheet. Okay. Excellent job. Let's move up to your throat chakra. In order to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first create the universe. Oh my God. Yes, oh, look at this. I just found a Deepak Chopra quote. All right, let's see if I can demonstrate what Tanya found. It's so confusing. Here's Deepak. I'll do the Indian accent too, okay? You cannot stand anywhere in the universe that is outside of yourself. I'll read that again. You cannot stand anywhere in the universe that is outside of yourself. Interesting. He did go on a lot about reference points. When a person really desires something, all the universe conspires to help that person to realize his dream. Yes, you must desire it, though. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. That one I understand because, it's the idea of unity, right? If you hurt someone else, you're actually hurting yourself type thing. Love someone else, you're showing love for yourself as well. Love yourself, and you're showing love for God, for others as well. For Buddha. Kindness keeps the universe fastened into place. That's a good one. Let's move up to our throat chakra. It's a beautiful baby blue color. It's a soft baby blue color. So for the throat chakra, let's think of two instances where, let's talk about Moses and Jesus, where they both had to speak up and do something that wasn't such a nice thing to do or say, but it was necessary for them to do this. First of all, Moses, when he saw the Pharaoh treating prisoners badly, he spoke up. Probably an understatement of the universe, an understatement, a huge understatement of the century, I mean. And Jesus did not allow bankers, they called them money changers back then, to do business in Solomon's temple. Can you imagine that they were trying to do that? But, that we didn't have, that was really the first church, church type structure that we had. I don't know if that's actually true. Solomon's Temple, the very first one. Well, yeah, it was about 1500 or 1000 before Christ. Jesus was around during the second temple, and the third temple really was never built. Look that one up sometime. it's just in our heads and in our hope minds and thoughts. Anyway, in some people's minds and thoughts. I really love the Quran, by the way. Some of the best stories about Moses are in the Quran, and justice and karma. Anyway, so yes, so these are people that, we think are the heroes of all sorts of different types of Islamic religions. Moses is a big hero. Jesus is a hero in all sorts of Christian deities. And both of these people had to say a lot of nasty, angry things quite often. So being spiritual doesn't always mean being ooey-gooey, nicey all the time. You do have to speak up. Martin Luther King spoke up. I could go on and on, but speaking up is important. Having your throat chakra open is important. And having the courage just to speak is important. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm trying really hard not to turn off the tape because we're trying to keep this continuous. And if I pause the tape, it's going to create a break in the subliminal, which we cannot have. So we're going to move up now to our third eye chakra. You're getting very sleepy. You're going to fall asleep soon, and your whole body will fall into that theta wave that you've been immersed in for the past little while. It's a very effective theta wave. It's now moving down through your body. What I'd like you to do for one moment is just let your jaw drop, relax your jaw, and you'll notice that your whole face will drop, relax your jaw. And now let the muscles in your neck and your shoulders and your chest and your stomach relax. Relax your hips and your thighs and your knees. Relax your calves and your ankles and your feet. Ouch. Hold it for 5. Exhale. Getting very, very sleepy. You're listening to an overnight life transformation, manifesting your desired reality. So if you like, you can take the next 30 seconds just to think about a few things you'd like to manifest, starting right now. Give me 30 seconds. Excellent job. I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm going to unplug the water cooler to see if it's causing that buzzing noise. Still on. sorry about that. Oh, there's a water cooler over there, and I was wondering last night where the buzzing noise was coming from. I thought it was my computer, but it's not. You're getting very, very sleepy. You're getting very, very, very sleepy. We're going to move up now to your third eye chakra. So I'd like you to imagine a miniature planet Earth in the middle of your head. It's right behind your eyeballs, inside your head. You'll picture it as like a little globe. You know, when you spin a globe, a model of the planet Earth that's sort of on its axis. Spin it inside your head. It's only small. It's a navy blue color. And as you spin it, beautiful, magical sparks fly out. That's your third eye chakra. I just saw 36, 36. And you can also imagine the shape of an eyelid extending out, perpendicular to your face at a 90-degree angle. And now let's take a little pen and draw some eyelashes on it. And on the count of 3, we're going to open that third eye. 1, 2, 3. Open the third eye. What do you see? You know what you see? Are those things that you were just thinking about a moment ago that you'd like to manifest. Those things are coming your way. And you're doing a fantastic job tonight. Just a fantastic job. Now we're going to move up to our crown chakra. It's a mauve color, like a beautiful light purplish color, pinkish purple, right above your head. And you can spin this in a counterclockwise direction too. Now let's go right down through the chakras, starting at the very top of your head with the crown chakra. Spin it in a counterclockwise direction. Excellent. Spin the globe inside your head and let sparks fly off it. Excellent. Spin the baby blue disc that's around your throat. It's soft, don't worry. Excellent. Let's go down to your heart chakra area. Spin that gorgeous lime green shimmery cookie sheet in a counterclockwise direction. Let's go down to your personal power chakra, the miniature sun. Spin that in a counterclockwise direction. Let's go down to between your hip bones, your sacral chakra. Spin that in a counterclockwise direction. Let's go down to your root chakra, this gorgeous ruby red chakra. Spin that in a counterclockwise direction. Now I want you to think of your special person if you have one. And if you don't have one, think of somebody that you love, that you want to do well. It could be a niece or a nephew, a son, a daughter, a mother, a father, anyone, a grandmother, grandfather, a cousin, a friend. So I'm just going to give you about 5 seconds to think of someone. I know you may have to choose through a lot of people, but just pick somebody. somebody maybe who needs a miracle, okay? And we're going to say a prayer to Spirit and all of the archangels. Please help this person. Please. Help this person have a positive, victorious result. Amen. Time heals almost everything. Give it time. Blessings are coming. Believe. Allow it all to unfold naturally. Be compassionate with others. You're getting very sleepy. You're getting very, very sleepy. You're going to fall into a wonderful deep sleep. And while you're sleeping, you wish that you just prayed it will come true. Everything will be organized just so in the universe to make sure that that wish comes true. Time for some much needed rest. You deserve this sleep. Know that everything is working out exactly as it is meant to. You'll be going into a very deep sleep soon. While you're sleeping, you will trust the journey. And while you're sleeping, Spirit is working on putting together the plan for you, the plan that you want.